Okay, guys, thanks for joining us here in the charts. This is the Market Beast. I have a very important video for all of the Genius brand investors. I would like to show you guys something that hopefully makes no sense at all, because this video has more of a bearish tone. I have to be totally honest before we get started on this video. But there is one critical level in the chart, and I'm going to give you exactly what to look for in order to determine if there is going to be a turnaround here in the short term. I don't see it just yet, but I'm going to give you what to look for. And I'm going to give you all those details here. Make it short and sweet. So let's get into it, guys. Welcome back, loyal family. If you're new here, we only explore price action. Welcome in all of my new subscribers. Let's go ahead and dive right into the charts here. Sure. So today's January the 13th, 2022, and the current price of Genius brand is going to be $1.09, slightly positive 2.3% for the day. Okay. I felt this was a perfect time to make the video because it's a slightly positive day and it's a bearish tone, with the exception of one level that we're going to explore right now. So here's the chart right here. All right, so here's the original lines that we have been following on Genius brands. 170 all the way down to 140 has obviously compromised that level. Pardon that little pop-up. The last video that we came out with was the Genius brands breakthrough, insinuating that the stochastic RSI had broken through, and the only thing Genius brand needed to do was actually stay above $1.32. I think it's pretty obvious on the screen. That level has been compromised as well. And as again, I focus on the weekly candles. We didn't necessarily post a video when it happened, but remember, guys, we always focus on the close. And if you notice this candle right here, see that? You see on November the 15th, the week thereof, as soon as there was a close below 132, that was a sign of weakness. And when there is a sign of weakness in terms of the market kind of bouncing off of a level and then going up and then coming down to verify that that level has support, a double bottom scenario, and then it continues higher, that is the confirmation to look for in order to determine if there's going to be a continuation. Genius brand is in an overall, it's a questionable trend, honestly. It's not in an uptrend, that's for sure. But to verify that the previous level of support has a sufficient amount of buyers, what you want to see is another test of that level. And unfortunately, there was a breakthrough of that level again on November the 15th, and as you can see there, it closed below it, and then it just continued lower, unfortunately. So when we say, well, what about the stochastics RSI? Do you still think there was a breakthrough? Yes, there's a breakthrough of the stochastics RSI, but the interesting thing is when you have a breakthrough of the stochastics RSI, the momentum, that doesn't mean that the price will move higher. It simply means you must find a higher low, which let's get to exactly what to look for. Let's pull up the daily candles, and let's get to exactly what to look for in order to determine a turnaround. Let's pull up the line so you can see it a lot better. I love my candles, but here are the lines on the chart. So you want to look for a higher low. You see these? You got a low here, daily candle, lower low, try to make a higher low, but unfortunately made a lower high. So what you want to look for is a higher low and then a higher high, right? So, but Genius brands continue to make lower lows and lower lows. You can't even see it at this point. Sorry. All right. So you want to pull up your daily, you can pull up the daily lines. Before the end of the video, I'm going to give you where I think the market is going, and we're going to go over a critical level. But I did explain that what to look for in order to determine a turnaround. What you're going to look for is something like this: low, up, down, higher low, and then a break higher than the previous high. Did you see that? So basically, you want to make sure that you establish some sort of sign that the buyers are protecting the lows, right? And then you get a higher low. Okay. Higher low, HL. Sorry, type so slow. Sorry, guys. Ugh. No, that was unprofessional. But you want to look for a higher low, right? And then you basically want to, and then when it takes out the previous swing high, let's put a line at the previous swing high. Something like that. So you see that? You just want to get a higher low, and then when it takes out the previous swing high, that's when you actually can determine whether or not there's going to be a turnaround in the Genius brand market. So this is essentially what you want to have a visual picture if you're looking at the lines, right? You want to look for something like this, whether it's a higher low or a double bottom. Okay, you want to see a sign of buying strength. there's no sign of buying strength right now, unfortunately. Can it come in next week or so? Maybe. I'm not sure. But let's go ahead and so hopefully we're all clear in terms of what to look for in the chart to determine a turnaround. You can look at the daily candles. Let's pull up our candles once again. So let me see. How can I say this? The previous level of the structural level that happened just before the blast off, where a lot of people got excited about Genius Brand, is going to be all the way down here. Yes, unfortunately, guys. So basically, the only thing that I do is I look for structural areas where the buyers continue to accumulate, right? Right. This is where the buyers continue to accumulate down here. I'll get to where it is in 1 second. They accumulated and they exploded to the upside. Let's get to the critical level. Let's go ahead and go over that and wrap up the video. So the critical level, in order for this structural previous structure to become null and void and for it to never reach that level again, is going to be right there at 95 cents. Okay, so I'm not saying it's going to happen, but if you are open to that, I appreciate and congratulate you for being open to volatility in the markets, as they will always be volatile and always do the total opposite of what you think that it won't or will do. Okay. All right. So 95 cents. If ever that level is compromised, I don't think there's going to be a drop off. I do think that it has the potential to have a slow, gradual fade all the way down to the previous structure. Okay. The way that you understand the previous structure is by going by the resistance level within the previous structure. And that level is going to be, take it easy, bulls, 33 cents. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but what you do is you use that level for the worst case scenario. And then you kind of get a range from the highest wick outside of the previous structure. Does that make sense? So if I'm looking at the weekly candles here, and you notice how these candles are perfectly confined within this little small range, it actually extends in terms of the candle's bodies. It extends to like 20 cents all the way up to 33 cents. So again, the way that you determine a potential range as the market is attempting to find support at the previous structure, you go from the previous level of resistance of the structure, and then you say it could get as low as the highest wick outside of the structure. As you see these little wicks here, they extended outside of the structure, and those levels are going to be 47 cents. That's the highest wick, okay, on this weekly candle right here at January the 21st, 2020. So 33 up to 47 cents. If the 95 cent level is compromised, if we get a decisive breakdown, weekly close below 95 cents, then yeah, I think we'll get a slow, gradual move down to seek an alternative level of financial support that could potentially be in between the ranges of 33 cents all the way up to 47 cents. I remember a critic in the comment section actually mentioned this. It was kind of rude about it, but it looks like they were absolutely right. According to what I'm seeing, again, guys, pure speculation. If it happens, now you know why it's doing what it's doing. If it doesn't, I'd be so happy, because I don't want the Genius Brand investors to, lose money. That's it. So hopefully you can understand where I'm coming from with the lines, and with the exception of doing zero research, just price action. Okay. So let's cut it out. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Maybe you don't agree with the content here, but I know, guys, I have to give you the information as I see it on the chart. It'd be very easy for me to say, yeah, just buy Genius Brands, guys. It's going to go to the moon. It's going to go to $10. That's easy. I get like millions of views, right? I'm not here for views, guys. I'm here to give you the information as pure and authentic as I can in the charts. So that's it in this video. Hopefully you enjoyed that. If you don't mind supporting the channel before you go by leaving an appropriate thumb, and can appreciate my transparency as I'm doing my best to find these levels for you guys, go ahead and leave an appropriate thumb. Also leave a comment so that the YouTube algorithm can promote the video and the channel. Thank you for your support. If you guys are new, we also explore the alternative markets of Bitcoin and altcoins. You can kindly subscribe with us, hit the bell, and we'll send it out to you momentarily. Welcome in. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for your time. Please have a strategy in the markets, as they will do the opposite of what you think they will do. But do keep that positive energy flowing. We'll talk soon. And bye for now.